swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that members of the jury can hear.
Okay.
All right, if you'll state your name for the record.
My name is Vanessa Hernandez,
All right, state.
Texas. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, that's fine.
Oh.
I when I do that, people will always say Texas, but I'm asking the state to proceed with their questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
That,
State.
that was a first for me, so we got the state right. Thank you. Ms. Hernandez, can you please just introduce yourself to the jury?
Hi, my name is Vanessa Hernandez.
Okay, and that's, yeah. Now, I guess what I'm asking you, I mean, I'm gonna jump right in. I don't like to go over your history or anything like that. I mean, one, you live here in San Antonio, Texas, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you've lived here for quite a number of years.
Yes,
And you also work here in Bexar County, Texas.
I do.
And so pretty much you know San Antonio, you know Bexar County, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump back to March 16th, 2023, on that particular date. And roughly in the morning hours, and I'm going to ask you some questions about that. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay. And I know that I just met you today, is that right?
That's correct.
And we discussed this case, is that right?
Yes,
And I had you view some video, is that correct?
that's correct.
And it's a video that you can hear yourself in it, is that right?
Yes,
And then I also had you listen to some audio, is that correct?
that's correct.
And what was that audio of?
It was a 911 call that I made.
And on that date, March 16th, 2023?
Yes.
And can you tell the jury, one, why does this particular day stick out in your head, March 16th, 2023?
One of our physical therapists was having a baby shower, and I was in charge of bringing the cake.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm struggling to hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm a nurse at Baptist Medical Center Hospital downtown. I work in an inpatient rehab. We work with physical therapists, and one of our physical therapists was having a baby, so we were having a baby shower for during lunchtime, and I was in charge of bringing the cake.
Okay. And I guess I asked you what sticks out of your head. That caused you sort of remember this particular date because other things happened that particular date. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. And the reason that you're here today is other things that happened that day. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay. So you stated to the jury that you're out there to go pick up a cake for this baby shower. Do you recall where you were at the particular time that's important to this case?
I was on 410. I think we just passed Callahan, getting towards Fredericksburg, Belcones Heights exit, heading towards I-10.
And was anybody with you in the car?
My 14-year-old daughter.
And so can you tell the jury, at some point, did your vehicle come to a stop on the highway?
Correct.
And what happened? Why did you come to a stop?
Traffic slowed. I saw some cars stopped in front of me. I initially thought somebody was having car trouble, or maybe there was a car accident. I drive that route frequently, and that's a frequent occurrence.
And so you came to a stop, and then what did you observe at that point?
I started hearing screaming. At first, I was wondering if somebody was coming to somebody's aid, but then I just kept hearing screaming. Somebody seemed like they were in distress, and that's when I realized something was wrong, and I called 911.
Okay, so let me just, before you call 911, you said you heard screaming. Where, do you know where the screaming was coming from?
It seemed like it was coming from the one of the cars, the black car that was on the side of the road.
And do you recall what that black car looked like? Was it SUV? Was it a truck? Was it a car?
It was an SUV.
And these screams that you heard at that time, do you recall if it was a female or male?
It was a female.
And this female, did you ever observe her, like actually see her?
No, I think I saw her hand maybe reaching out of the car. I don't remember exactly, but I don't think I saw her.
So did you ever see that female outside of that SUV, that black SUV?
No.
And did you see any other individuals out near that SUV at that time?
Initially, no.
Initially, no. But when you actually at some point, did you see other individuals around that SUV?
No, around the SUV, but not from the SUV.
Okay, so not from the SUV, but was somebody else near that SUV
Off to the side.
off to the side? And who was that?
There was a truck driver
Mhm.
off to the side. He kind of saw that something was going on also. He came out of the truck and was trying to yell for the individual to stop.
Now, that individual, that's what I'm particularly asking about. Can you describe this individual? There was another individual by the SUV?
So he was outside of a brown truck. He had jeans and a blue hoodie. And it became evident that he was trying to either get into the black SUV or pull somebody out of the SUV. There was something going on.
Going on. And just tell the jury, did you know anybody involved in this?
No,
So you didn't know anybody that was in the SUV
no,
personally?
no,
Did you know this person that you described in a blue hoodie? Did you know that person?
no, I didn't.
And that individual, did you state that he came from like a brown colored truck?
That's correct.
And at one point, you said that you called 911.
Yes,
And did you describe to the 911 operator what you were witnessing?
yes.
And the person in the blue hoodie, can you describe to the jury I mean, was the blue hoodie, was it just on? Was a hood on? Because a lot of times you say, hey, they had a blue hoodie on, but you have the hoodie down.
Right.
Can you describe to the jury what that individual looked like?
So he had a blue hoodie on. It was kind of cinched around his head. It was raining outside. It was like a light drizzling outside. He had jeans.
Okay. And so it's a male individual that you are
Correct.
describing, is that correct?
Correct.
And this is also what you gave to the 911 operator also, is that correct?
That's correct.
And now at this particular time, you viewed this and you said there's also a truck driver that pulled up behind you or next to you on the highway.
Next to me.
And you said that individual was also out of their vehicle?
I noticed they had come out of their vehicle
Mhm.
and they were a little bit of a distance away from the gentleman in the blue hoodie.
Mhm.
But I could see that he was trying to yell at him and tell him to stop.
And you stated that he was trying to tell him to stop.
Mhm.
And then after this initial part where you see this person in the blue hoodie trying to get into or just talking or arguing with this lady that's screaming in the SUV, what happened after that?
Can you repeat that?
Well, what happened after this individual in the blue hoodie was next to that SUV? Did he stay next to that SUV the whole time or did he move?
He started backing away, and so I thought that he was gonna leave. He got back into his truck, and he started backing up. I was afraid that he was gonna hit our car, because he didn't seem like he was stopping. But then he went forward and started ramming into the black SUV.
You start ramming into the black SUV.
Yes,
And can you just describe to the jury, was it a high speed or was it a low speed? If you recall?
it was so we were kind of in a confined space, but I feel like you could hear the tires, you could see smoke. And so it felt like he was accelerating at a fast speed. It seemed very intentional.
And do you recall, if you do, how many times this person in the blue hoodie and that brown truck rammed the SUV?
It was a couple of times, I believe, at least two.
And then during this course, are you still in your vehicle?
That's correct.
And you're with your daughter that's 14 at the time,
Yes,
and you're on the phone with 911, is that correct?
that's correct.
I'm going to show you what's been marked state exhibit number 1. State. I'm going to show you what's been marked state exhibit number 1. It's the sleeve, and then on top of that, or in there, was a disc. Warren, can you identify this disc?
Yes,
And how can you identify it?
we viewed it together this morning and then I signed my name on it.
And it says it on there, but what is on that audio?
It's the 911 call.
Okay. And Judge, at this time, the state would ask to enter state exhibit number 1, tender to defense for any objections.
All right, state exhibit number 1 is admitted without objection.
And they publish you on.
Yes.
So your 911, this is Nicole, do you need police, fire, or EMS?
Nicole, I'm on 1604. There's somebody on the freeway on 410.
You're on 1604?
Yes. There's a man trying to get into a woman's car. She's screaming. His license plate number is REP5133. He's in a Dodge truck. This woman is screaming.
What color Dodge
It's a brown Dodge truck.
And so the woman's in a different vehicle?
The woman's in a black Expedition.
Okay.
Um,
On the highway?
Yes, right on his face, on the highway, on the access road. We're stopping traffic right now.
On the access road? Like to get
We're
on the
right
highway?
Access road? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, on the freeway. We're on the freeway, not on the access road.
You said 1604, I have you on 410.
I'm sorry, I'm on 410.
Okay.
410, right before Fredericksburg and Belcone Heights.
Okay. See anybody with a weapon? Like a gun, a knife?
It's some kind of stick or something. There's a truck driver that just pulled over. We're trying to get the man to leave. He's getting back in his truck, but he's like a Hispanic male with a blue hoodie with jeans. But he's in a Dodge, kind of like brown pickup truck.
You said he had a stick?
I'm sorry?
You said he had a stick?
Yeah, there's some. I think the person in the Expedition was trying to push him away with some kind of stick. I don't know what it was. But he's leaving. It's RDT 5133. He's backing up his truck next to the Expedition, and I'm right behind him.
Okay, can I get your name and number?
My name is Vanessa Hernandez. My number is 210-445-6373.
He's gonna
Oh
do
my
it.
God, he's trying to ram into the Expedition.
Oh.
He's hitting it with his truck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. I've already requested officers to go out there.
Yes.
Do you think anybody appears intoxicated or on drugs?
Yeah, I think he's probably intoxicated. I'm jammed between the two. Oh, EMS is here. Well, oh no, the tow truck is pulling an EMS truck.
Well, I'm sorry, what? A tow truck and EMS in there?
There's a truck that stopped beside us, but they're pulling. I think it's a tow truck. I think there's a fire department EMS ambulance that they got out of service and they were towing it. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Okay, we've got officers that have been dispatched. Don't put yourself in harm's way. I'm sorry
I'm
that you're
stuck.
stuck there in the middle.
I'm
Oh,
stuck.
you're
I can't-
stuck. Okay. All right, we've got units on the way. All right? All right. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ms. Hernandez, was that the 911 call that you made that day?
Yes, that's correct.
And on that particular day, I mean, you can hear on there sort of the concern in your voice, is that right?
Yes.
And I also heard on there something like, I think you testified earlier that you could hear the tires.
Yeah.
On that 911 call, is that what you're describing?
That's correct.
Those tires sort of screeching?
Yes.
And were those tires, whose whose tires were they, or what car did that belong to?
The brown truck.
The brown truck. And where was the brown truck in comparison to the SUV when those tires are screeching?
He was, so the black truck was here, he was pulling out back and then at an angle coming up to ram the SUV.
And so was that that brown truck that the person, that male that in that blue hoodie, was he in that brown truck?
Yes,
And was that truck pushing up against the black SUV
yes,
and those tires were screeching?
that's correct.
And you mentioned something about an EMS. It looks like EMS is here. Can you describe to the jury what you meant by that?
Yeah, at one point I saw flashing lights off to the side. I thought maybe it was the police coming. I turned, I saw an ambulance and I was trying to watch what was happening, talk to 911. I thought help was there. When I turned around and got a good look, I saw that it was the truck was actually pulling, it was the lights from the truck. And they were pulling, it looked like a San Antonio Fire Department ambulance that was maybe out of service. And so the flashing lights were actually from the tow truck, and the ambulance was out of service. So it wasn't actually something there.
So you thought that it was EMS, but it actually was a tow truck with the EMS truck on the back.
Correct.
Okay. Now on this particular day, you had your daughter with you.
Yes.
Your 14-year-old daughter, and you came to a stop there, and you decided to call 911 because you saw what was happening.
Yes.
Did you or your daughter have an opportunity to videotape anything with one of y'all's phones?
Yeah, my daughter videotaped what was happening in front of us while I made the 911 call.
And today, where you had an opportunity to look at that video,
Yes,
and did I show that to you?
yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked state exhibit number 2. That is on the sleeve, but then I'm also going to show you the disc that's contained in that sleeve. Did you view this?
I did view this.
And did you remember this video?
Yes,
And it's the same video that was taken that day of the events that you just described on 911 call.
yes, that's correct.
And also on this video, do you hear yourself on that video?
I do.
And do you hear yourself on that video calling 911?
I do.
And do you talk to the 911 operator that you just spoke to?
Yes,
And does this video with its audio corroborate what was happened on the 911 video or audio that just came in?
yes, that's correct.
And who took this video?
My daughter.
And so your daughter was filming with her camera?
Yes,
Or
with her phone.
her
Yes,
phone, and you, I guess, called from your phone to 911.
correct.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would ask to enter state exhibit number 2. No, okay.
All right, State's Exhibit number 2 is admitted without objection.
Yeah, public show.
Yes.
Ms. Galloway, fine. You describe somebody outside of a different individual, like a truck driver or something, stopping. And at the beginning of that video, you do see some figure to the left on the video. Is that right?
That's correct.
And is that the individual that you described earlier in your testimony,
Yes,
yelling at the individual
Yes.
in the blue hoodie?
yes,
And so then you also went through here, and I heard on there how you're describing the brown truck hitting the SUV. Is that right?
that's correct.
And that brown truck you described, you also said a license plate. You said it 2 different times on the video of RDT 5133.
That's correct.
And when this truck starts backing up, what do you start doing in your vehicle?
I started trying to back up as much as I could, but there were cars behind me also.
So this is on the highway with several cars behind you,
Correct.
and it's raining that day.
Yes,
And when you finally stop and that brown truck stops, as in the video, did you see that brown truck then go towards that SUV?
yes,
And that screeching of the tires that you described earlier, is that also witnessed in this video?
yes,
And also witnessed in this video was that some of that smoke that you saw coming up.
that's correct.
And during the speaking with the 911, I hear that you're saying that he's using this vehicle or his vehicle. Can you describe to the jury what you mean by that?
It felt like initially when there was the stick, I feel like she was trying to get him away. He wasn't able to get into the car, so he got into his truck and started ramming her. And so it seemed like he was using his truck as a weapon.
All right, that will be sustained.
So when he's using his truck to ram the SUV, what were your feelings at that point?
We were worried about our safety of me and my daughter, of whoever was in the car that was getting rammed. I served in a jury years ago. And it was a felony.
Sustain.
We'll move on from that.
Okay.
But your feelings, you felt scared for your safety.
Correct.
You felt scared for the safety of your 14-year-old daughter that was in your vehicle,
Yes,
and you weren't even the one being rammed in the SUV. Is that correct?
that's correct.
And to be fair, this truck never rammed into your vehicle,
No,
but you felt that emotion of being scared.
I did. At one point in the beginning, he had, I think it seemed like blood on his face. He's just swaying from the side of the car, just like had no care about what was happening.
And now, did this all happen within, I mean, you're familiar with Bear County. Did this happen in Bear County?
Yes,
And I'm going to show you what's for state exhibit number 3. I want to show you what's been our state exhibit number 3. I think I showed this to you previously today. Can you identify this?
yes,
And you're familiar with this?
yes,
And it's pretty much just a Google map, right?
right.
Okay. Can you circle just generally the area that you were in when you witnessed this incident, and also that video that we just saw?
Yes,
Now, this is you put a circle on this map, and that's where you were on this particular day.
that's correct.
And earlier on, and just to clarify, in the video and also in the 911 tape, you sort of described, hey, I'm on 1604. And then it seems like the 911 operator corrects you and says you're on 410. So were you on 410 or 1604?
I was on 410. I was really shaken up, and I meant to say, I think initially I said 1604, 410, and then I corrected myself and I said the access road, but I meant the shoulder. I think I was just kind of in shock a little bit.
So to clarify for the jury,
Yes.
you were on 410 near Callahan,
I had just passed it, yes,
just past it, and you're on the highway on
Correct.
410.
yes.
Okay. Your Honor, offer state exhibit number 3.
All right, state's exhibit number 3 is admitted without objection. Yes.
I'll hand that to the jury for the publish. And at this time, Your Honor, we'll pass the witness.
Defense.
This is kind of what Mr. Hernandez was asked to. What happened that day, what you witnessed was very bizarre, right?
I don't, that's one way of putting it.
It was scary, you were scared.
Very scared,
And it appeared that the women in the expedition were scared.
yes,
And I'm sure your daughter, 14 years old, who recorded the video, was probably very scared, right?
yes.
What happened wasn't really making sense. You couldn't really figure out what was happening, right? At first.
At first, but I could tell a woman was in trouble.
Right, when you pulled up, you thought, because this was all happening on the right shoulder, right?
That's correct,
Okay, and so at first you thought maybe someone was having car trouble, I think you said,
initially,
and then you said, or maybe it was a car accident, and you were first trying to figure out what was happening.
yes,
And that's because none of the cars were moving when you first approached the vehicles, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so they're not driving the speed limit of 410 or not even close, they're stationary, right?
Well, we were driving kind of slower and then we became stationary.
Right, but the vehicles that were involved in the incident that you're reporting from your vehicle, they were stationary when you first approached them, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And it's a black SUV on the side of the road, right?
Yes.
Nothing was in front of the black SUV, right? In front of the shoulder. There are cars behind you, so you couldn't back up, and then the truck is in front of you, but nothing's in front of the black SUV, right?
No.
And there wasn't like a barrier to where the black SUV couldn't go to the grass, like to exit the highway or the shoulder, right?
Yeah, there's a barrier on the side. She couldn't have gone off to the,
There's a barrier there, blocking the shoulder from the grass.
I can't see from this angle.
Okay. I don't think there is from where I can see in the video, but there's no barrier to her right and there's no cars in front of her, right? There were no cars in front of her in the video.
Not that I recall.
Okay. But still, it's strange. So, okay, another thing is the stick. When the dispatcher asks you, is this individual referring to the man that's involved in the incident? They say, does he have a weapon like a gun or a knife? You say, no, there's a stick, right?
Correct.
Okay, and the stick, just to be clear, was not in his hands, it was in the hands of the occupants of the vehicle, right?
I don't remember who had it initially.
Okay, but later you clarify the people in the expedition are trying to get him away with the stick.
I did say that.
Okay. But just to be clear, you never noticed there was no gun involved, knife involved, anything like that?
Not that I could see,
Okay.
but there was a car involved and he was using that to ram her.
That's not in dispute. You can see that on the video. At any point in what you witnessed, none of the people in the expedition got out of the expedition, right?
No, and I wouldn't either.
No, I understand. No, it was very scary. It's not disputed that they were scared, that you were scared. But I just wanted to paint the picture of what you saw. No one got out of the vehicle, right?
That's correct.
You and your daughter definitely didn't get out of the vehicle.
No.
And the people in the expedition did not get out of the vehicle, right? You never saw anyone exit.
No.
Okay. One thing you mentioned when Mr. Garrahan was talking to you is that y'all were in a confined space, correct?
Correct.
So I know you said even told the dispatcher you couldn't back up, that's right.
I did back up a little bit.
Okay, but you couldn't move that much,
That's correct.
okay? And most importantly, the whole truck couldn't back up because you were right behind it, right? You can only back up very little
He did back up more towards an angle.
towards an angle. Okay,
Yes.
but feet, matter of feet, right?
I can't say, but I would think it would be more.
Okay. But you said y'all were in a confined space, right?
Correct.
The gold truck was in a confined space between the expedition and your vehicle. Is that right?
Can you say that again?
The truck was in a confined space. The confined space that you described was the space between the expedition and your vehicle, right? That he was confined to.
It was a little further than that, out to where like that he was going off into the other lane a little bit, I believe. But yeah, but it
One
is a,
lane over a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good point of reference. A little bit into the other lane. So he backed up about a little bit into the other lane distance, whatever distance that is.
Mhm.
So it was impossible for him to generate any high speeds, right?
Your Honor, I'm just gonna object to speculation.
Sustained.
Did you see him driving at a high rate of speed?
Yes.
At a high rate of, what would you define as the high rate of speed?
I can't define the speed, but I could hear the tires screeching. I could see the smoke. I could hear the impact.
It was 1 to 5 miles an hour. At most.
No, I
Your Honor,
don't
I'm
think
just
so.
object to defense counsel testifying.
Sustained.
You know, you would have to agree that it was less than 10 miles an hour speed, correct?
I can't say, but I would say that it would, I don't know.
Okay.
But I would think it would be more.
Okay, And the wheels were spinning, so he did say at the slower rate of speed and the wheels spin, right?
Correct.
And then again, slowly at the slower rate of speed and the wheels spin, right?
I don't think it was slow. I think a slow would be like driving and you tap into something. This felt like he was accelerating.
You didn't see anybody injured in the expedition, right?
I heard the screaming.
Right, you heard screaming when he's out the vehicle and all of that, but you didn't see anybody who was injured or anything like that.
I saw him ramming into what was the,
Objection to non-responsive.
oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat
Alright.
that?
Oh, she's asking that the question be repeated.
Just yes or no, you didn't see anybody injured in that expedition.
Physically, no.
And again, I'm not trying to pick you up or anything, I understand what happened is very, very scary. At one point you said, told Mr. Garahan, I don't think this is on the audio. You said it appeared he had no care about what was happening, right? When you saw him, when you were describing him, right?
I did say that.
So, and I think at the time on the 911 dispatch, they said this, do they appear to be intoxicated? And you say, I think he probably is maybe intoxicated or something is off, right?
Correct. I said he appears to be intoxicated.
Okay. And then you told Mr. Garahan he appeared to have no care about what was happening.
I think what I meant by no care was that he didn't care about the woman being injured.
But just to be clear, you didn't see any injuries on a woman.
Correct.
And do you think it's possible that this behavior is consistent with a mental health crisis?
No, just objective speculation.
Sustained.
The video was taken by your 14-year-old daughter, that's correct?
That's correct.
Okay, she's sitting in the passenger seat of the vehicle.
That's correct.
And so again, you would agree that the series, the two collisions were at a low rate of speed, nowhere near the speed limit of 410 or anything like that. They were a low rate of speed.
I can't say what the speed was.
And then again, you would agree that nothing was preventing the expedition from driving away. There was nothing in front of the expedition.
Correct, but I don't know if the car was not functioning. Oh, sorry.
All right. That objection will be sustained.
Okay. Sorry.
Maybe 5 questions, yes or no, go for it. The doors of the vehicle weren't pushed in.
I couldn't see.
The airbags didn't deploy.
I couldn't see into the car.
The people didn't appear to be injured.
They appeared to be in distress, but I don't know about physically
Okay,
injured.
they-
Yeah.
Not injured, right?
Yeah.
And would you agree with me that moving at 1 to 5 miles an hour or half a mile an hour is much different than moving at 30 miles an hour?
Yeah, I'm just gonna object to speculation.
All right. You'll need to lay the foundation for her ability to answer that question. For now, the question is sustained.
You drive on the roads, right?
I do.
And you would agree that something being hit at, and I'm not even talking about the states, in general, something being hit at 5 miles an hour versus 30 miles an hour, the danger is much different, correct? Just generally, yes or no?
Can you repeat that? Because I'm
If something is hit at a high rate of speed versus a low rate of speed, the danger is much different.
correct, but I think
Okay.
acceleration, okay.
Thank you. Pass the witness.
All right. State.
Yes, one question. If you're getting hit by a vehicle and it's going 5 miles an hour, can you die?
Yeah.
Thank you. No further questions.
Objection, Your Honor, to that conclusion.
All right. The objection is untimely, but ladies and gentlemen, you're to ignore that last answer. Any other questions?
No
State.
further questions. Wait, this,
All right.
witness, oh, sorry, guys.
That's okay. Is this witness excused?
From the state, yes, you are.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, just 1 second.
Oh.
Defense, is this witness excused? All right, you're excused. Thank you so much. All right, state, call your next witness.
The state calls Lasagna Robinson.
And to the interpreter.